अभी ये सामने खड़ा है, ये पेन ले लिया है, तुमको क्या लगता है कुलदीप और आदित्य में से अगर मैं कुलदीप को पेन दूंगी तो ये कल लौटाने आएगा, या आदित्य को दूंगी तो ये लौटाने आएगा? दोनों नहीं आएंगे। somebody would say कि ये आएगा। अच्छा ठीक है, इसको थोड़ा सा और मतलब that means different people have, इधर आ जाओ, आगे आ जाओ। that means different people will have a different behavior and फिर तुम लोग आ जाओ, अंदर आ जाओ। हाँ, कुछ लोग आगे बैठे हैं, कुछ लोग पीछे बैठे हैं। कुछ और मैं क्वेश्चन पूछती हूँ। सपोज ये पेन जो है वो यहाँ पे गिर गया है, ठीक है, ये ऐसे गिर गया है, अब तुमको इसको उठाना है, उठाओ। उसने उठा दिया कि आई एम रेडी टू डू इट। तो क्या क्या पाथवे इसमें इन्वॉल्व हुआ? तुम कुलदीप हो, आदित्य। तो आदित्य ने जब ये पेन उठाया तो मुझे, तुम लोगों ने सेरिब्रम पढ़ लिया है, तो सेरिब्रम में कौन से एरिया ने कमांड दिया इस पेन को उठाने के लिए? हाँ, एरिया नंबर 4, प्राइमरी मोटर एरिया। तो प्राइमरी मोटर एरिया कौन कौन से, यहाँ पे फिर स्पाइनल कॉर्ड में क्या ट्रैक जो है वो इन्वॉल्व हुआ, मतलब कौन सा प्लेक्सस इन्वॉल्व हुआ अगर आर्म जो है वो काम कर रही है? दैट इज द ब्रेकियल प्लेक्सस। तो इफ दैट इज इन्वॉल्व, उसके बाद अगर ब्रेकियल प्लेक्सस इन्वॉल्व हुआ है तो C5 C6 लेवल पे या C7 C8 T1 अगर हैंड्स आ रहे हैं तो C7 C8 T1 की बात कर रहे हैं। तो हमने उठा लिया, स्पाइनल कॉर्ड से वो इंफॉर्मेशन आई, प्राइमरी मोटर एरिया ने, यहाँ से इसने बाइसेप्स में इधर में फ्लेक्शन हुआ, एल्बो जॉइंट पे इसने उठा लिया, वो पेन इसके हाथ में आ गया। पर हमने क्या बात करी कि ये एक्शन परफॉर्म ही तब होगा if he is willing to do, or if it depends कि he might not be willing to do. So if a person is not willing to do something, that depends on what? Suppose you are not willing to do something today, जैसे you, most of the people who are sitting at the back and they are looking downwards, if I talk to you, you are not willing to, you both can go, पेन वापस दे दो। हाँ, तो अगर तुमको आज क्लास नहीं अटेंड करना है तो वो किस पे डिपेंड करता है? मैं तो कह रही हूँ कि तुम अटेंड करो, लेकिन तुम नहीं अटेंड कर रहे हो, तो व्हाट इज द रीजन बिहाइंड दैट थिंग? दैट देयर इज सम सिस्टम, देयर इज समथिंग इन द ब्रेन विच इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर, तुम्हारा मोटर सिस्टम इंटैक्ट है, तुम्हारा सेंसरी सिस्टम इंटैक्ट है, सभी लोग जो यहाँ बैठे हैं, ऑल द सिस्टम्स आर इंटैक्ट, बट स्टिल द वर्क इज नॉट डन। So why the work is not done? That is linked to what? Anybody? That is linked to what? Anyone? Suppose तुम, अरे रोज में ऐसी बहुत सारी चीजें होती है, मैं ये काम करना चाहती हूँ, मैं ये काम नहीं करना चाहती हूँ, वो किस पे डिपेंड करता है? मूड और इमोशंस। तो ये मूड और इमोशंस जो है, इसके अलावा और मैं काम क्यों नहीं करना चाहती हूँ? और क्या रीजन हो सकता है? कहीं जाके हमें बहुत अच्छा लगता है, कहीं जाके हमें बिल्कुल अच्छा नहीं लगता। हम कहते हैं बस यहाँ से उठ के बस हम यहाँ से चल दें, अब मुझे बिल्कुल अच्छी नहीं लग रही ये प्लेस, मुझे ये प्लेस अच्छा लग रहा है, मुझे ये पसंद। सो मूड इज वन थिंग, इमोशन इज वन थिंग, द अदर थिंग इज इट डिपेंड्स ऑन रिक्वायरमेंट। तो इंटेलेक्ट पे आ रही है। फिर तो ये तुमने सोच लिया कि तुमको क्या, जब सोचा नहीं है और कोई चीज अच्छी लग रही है, कोई चीज अच्छी नहीं लग रही। हाँ, फीलिंग्स, इमोशंस और हाँ, फीलिंग लेजी। सो दैट मीन्स अगेन इट इज सम सॉर्ट ऑफ फीलिंग दैट यू आर फीलिंग लेजी। तो फीलिंग, इमोशंस, मूड और किस पे डिपेंड करता है? और कोई चीज है जो हमारे बिहेवियर को मतलब डायरेक्ट करती है? वाइब्स होती है। अच्छा, और हाँ, वो वाइब्स कहाँ से आती है कि हमें वाइब्स को छोड़ा, मतलब क्यों, और क्या हो सकता है? इंटरेस्ट। इंटरेस्ट इज अगेन इट इज समथिंग, इंटरेस्ट इज जेनरेटेड, बट यस कि तुमको लग रहा है कि तुम्हें इस चीज में इंटरेस्ट है, तो पहले ऐसा क्या था? इज इट लिंक टू द पास्ट मेमोरी ऑल्सो? सो देयर इज वन मोर थिंग विच डायरेक्ट्स द बिहेवियर, दैट इज द मेमोरी। सो मेमोरी, इमोशंस, बिहेवियर, फीलिंग्स, वो सारे जो सिस्टम कंट्रोल कर रहा है, दैट सिस्टम इज द लिम्बिक सिस्टम। सो दैट मीन्स if you have to perform certain work, this system should have some connection with the cerebrum, because the work is again it is not, it should have some connection, I would say, with the memory part ki jo hai. So that means this limbic system, it includes a group of nuclei, some white matter, which are scattered at the base of the brain. They are interconnected and they are linked to this emotion, feelings, memory. All this is like these are the functions of the limbic system. तो वो न्यूक्लियाई कौन से हैं, कहाँ हैं, क्या करते हैं, so that we will be seeing. ये क्या है, एनाटॉमी में आ जाते हैं. ये क्या है, सजाइटल सेक्शन है और सेरिब्रम का मीडियल सरफेस है. अब यहाँ पे ये जो कलरफुल पार्ट दिख रहा है ना, यहाँ पे क्या है, there is gray matter and the white matter linked to the limbic system. So in the green you can see this is the cingulate gyrus. Somewhere over here there is lamina terminalis. These are the olfactory bulb, olfactory tract, olfactory stria. There is some subcallosal sulcus. I'll be coming to that. यहाँ पे ये कौन सा पार्ट है, पहले सजाइटल सेक्शन को ऐसे देखो. सबसे सेंटर में तुमको क्या दिखता है, कैविटी. देयर आर लेटरल वेंट्रिकल्स, और लेटरल वेंट्रिकल्स को बिल्कुल नेसेंट स्टेज में कवर कौन करता है, सेप्टम पेल्यूसिडम. सो दिस इज द सेप्टम पेल्यूसिडम, दिस इज कॉर्पस कैलोसम, and above the corpus callosum there is this gyrus is known as the cingulate gyrus. In between the cingulate gyrus and the corpus callosum again there is some gray matter. This is a strip of gray matter which is present between the corpus callosum and cingulate gyrus. This is known as indusium graecium. आज हम इसे देखेंगे because this is something which is linked to the limbic system. So cingulate gyrus is linked to limbic system, indusium graecium is linked to limbic system. Then indusium graecium, if we trace it posteriorly, ये वाला part कौन सा है corpus callosum का, splenium. So there is rostrum, there is genu, there is body, there is splenium. So below the splenium again there is one small gyrus. That gyrus is known as gyrus fasciolaris. So this is known as subsplenic gyrus or gyrus fasciolaris. This indusium graecium, in continuity with this gyrus fasciolaris, it continues till another gyrus. That gyrus is known as dentate gyrus, and this dentate gyrus is present, I would say, lateral to and in the base of the brain, lateral to the parahippocampal gyrus. So you know that on the inferior surface, which are the gyri and the sulci, parahippocampal gyrus, and then lateral to it what lies? The occipitotemporal, medial occipitotemporal and the lateral occipitotemporal. So this is just like I would say lateral to this parahippocampal gyrus, and in the base of the inferior horn of the lateral ventricle there lies a structure. This is somewhat hidden from the surface. That structure is known as hippocampus. So this hippocampus as such is not visible on the surface, but if we dissect the floor of inferior horn of the lateral ventricle, then this hippocampus will be visible. So this hippocampus, dentate gyrus, this gyrus fasciolaris, indusium graecium, cingulate gyrus, with their connections to the hypothalamus and to the anterior nuclei of the thalamus, combinedly they all are the components of the limbic system. So we will be seeing how they are connected, why they are grouped together, what they are doing, that we will be seeing. So again, just have a look at this medial surface of the sagittal section. So on the inferior surface, you will be seeing this parahippocampal gyrus. At the anterior end of this parahippocampal gyrus, there is some dilatation that is known as uncus. Now this uncus is visible, it is very much visible. Then this portion is the hippocampus, where you can visualize the dentate gyrus, Then the gyrus faciolaris, this is the indusium graecium present between corpus callosum and the cingulate sulcus. This is the septum pellucidum, which is covering the medial surface of the lateral ventricle. So then this is when like we trace this cingulate gyrus anteriorly, here lies the lamina terminalis. Anterior to this lamina terminalis, there are septal nuclei also. So those nuclei are also included in the limbic system. So what is a limbic system? It is a paleocortex. What is the difference between neocortex and the paleocortex? Neo and? How many layers are there histologically in the neocortex? How many layers are there in the cerebrum? 6 layers. So those 6 layers are present in the neocortex. Neocortex, there are only 3 layers. So ये जो हम बात कर रहे हैं हिप्पोकैम्पस की, इंडूसियम ग्राइसियम की, यहाँ पे layers है, वो कितनी होंगी histologically? It will be the paleocortex. 3 layers will be present. So it is a paleocortex. It is a complex set of brain structure that lies on both sides of the thalamus, right under the cerebrum. So that means under the cerebrum we have seen that above the lateral ventricle there is corpus callosum, and between corpus callosum and the cingulate gyrus there is indusium graecium. So it is not a separate system but a collection of structures. From the cerebrum, from the diencephalon we have the thalamus and the hypothalamus. So thalamus में सारे न्यूक्लियाई नहीं, इसका एंटीरियर न्यूक्लियस, then we will be seeing the lateral dorsal and the medial dorsal nucleus, they are linked to it. Then midbrain में the tegmentum part of the midbrain is linked to it. So that means it includes hippocampus, the amygdala, anterior thus the septum or the septal nuclei, they are located anterior to the lamina terminalis. This is the limbic cortex. I'll be coming to what structures make the limbic cortex, and then there are projection fibers from the hippocampus. They are the fornix. तो अभी तक जो तुमको स्ट्रक्चर समझ में आए हैं, यहाँ पे ये ऐसा ये जो कंप्लीट रिंग लाइक स्ट्रक्चर बन रहा है, ये पूरा क्या कॉन्स्टिट्यूट कर रहा है? लिम्बिक सिस्टम. अब इस लिम्बिक सिस्टम में ये वाला जो पार्ट है ये पैरा हिप्पोकैम्पस है, ये अंकस है, और यहाँ कहीं पे हिप्पोकैम्पस है जहां पे क्या प्रेजेंट है? डेंटेट गायरस. The fornix are the projection fibers from the hippocampus. So one thing which you have to remember is that fornix, they are the projection fibers from the hippocampus. So if hippocampus has to be connected to thalamus, to the hypothalamus, that means the fibers will be in the form of fornix. They will be traveling in the fornix. Then the septal nuclei, anterior thalamic nuclei. What is amygdala? Where it is located? What is amygdala? कहाँ लोकेटेड होता है? तुमने अभी तक कहाँ सुना है? लेटरल वेंट्रिकल्स हो गए हैं, क्लास हो गई. कितने हॉर्न्स होते हैं लेटरल वेंट्रिकल में? 3 हॉर्न्स. एंटीरियर हॉर्न, इन posterior horn, and there is inferior horn. So in the roof of the inferior horn you have seen the tail of caudate nucleus, and at the tip of the caudate nucleus there lies the amygdala. Though it is not linked to the caudate nucleus, you have a separate, I will be coming to that कि वो करते क्या है. So this system supports a variety of functions. Those are emotions, behavior, motivation, long-term memory and olfaction. In old times it was said that, or it is also said now, that limbic system is some system which is responsible for the survival of the species. So what are the basic needs of a person, like what is required for survival? Animals की बात करते पेलियोकॉर्टेक्स है, तो अगर इसको देखो तो उनको सर्वाइव करने को क्या क्या चाहिए? फूड, रिप्रोडक्शन और एंड दैट फूड जो है और खुद का प्रोटेक्शन है ना. तो फूड, प्रोटेक्शन, रिप्रोडक्शन, एंड देन फूड जो है दैट दे सर्च देयर फूड विद व्हाट सेंस? olfaction. So that means limbic system is the system which is linked with the survival of a species. Then it should include some olfaction part. Then अभी जब हम हायर एनिमल्स की बात कर रहे हैं या हम मतलब ह्यूमन बींग्स की बात कर रहे हैं, देन वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट इमोशन, बिहेवियर, मोटिवेशन, वो सारी चीजें भी इससे linked है. So it appears to be primarily responsible for our emotional life and has a great deal to do with the memories. So memories and emotions, that is one thing you have to remember. But of course, the sense of smell is linked to the food, and in us, the sense of smell, like it gives some pleasure or it is something. So that means emotions can be linked to the olfaction and all. So that is also included in it. So again, just have a look at the limbic system. This is what? This is the corpus callosum. Between the corpus callosum and the cingulate gyrus, there is indusium, grycium. This is the subcallosal area. When we are going backwards, indusium, grycium, below the splenium, there will be gyrus fasciolaris, and this gyrus fasciolaris, it will continue into the dentate gyrus. And in the red color, the projection fibers, the fornix are shown. You can see they are going towards the anterior side, and then they are terminating into a body. They are terminating onto the two sides. This is known as the pre-septal termination. This is the post-septal termination. So this is pre-commissural termination and the post-commissural termination. So this is the mammillary body. Mammillary body is located where? Interpeduncular fossa. On the surface, you can identify the mammillary bodies and boundaries of the mammillary body. Mammillary body is linked to the hypothalamus. So mammillary body is, लेकिन located कहाँ है वो? इंटरपेडंकुलर फोसा में है. हम देखेंगे कि मेमिलरी. सो दैट मीन्स हिप्पोकैम्पस अब किससे कनेक्ट हो गया? हाइपोथैलेमस से. हिप्पोकैम्पस और किससे कनेक्ट होगा? थैलेमस से. कौन से न्यूक्लियाई से? एंटीरियर थैलेमिक न्यूक्लियस से. सो दैट मीन्स थ्रू द फॉर्निक्स इट विल बी कनेक्टिंग. एक और यहाँ डिफरेंट ग्रुप ऑफ न्यूक्लियाई है या ग्रे मैटर है, वो कौन है? एमिगडाला. So amygdala is a separate entity. It is an almond-shaped mass of the gray matter situated at the tail of the caudate nucleus. थोड़ा difficult है, पर ध्यान से देखोगे तो समझ में आएगा. मुझे अगर तुमको connection समझ में आ जाएगा, so then you will be able to make out कि क्या है. So again, this is the amygdala, which is connected to different structures. This is the dentate gyrus, the indusium grycium. This is the fornix. I am not going into deep into the connections right now. कैसे link करेंगे वो मतलब आगे के slides में होगा. So what is the term limbic system? It has been used to refer to entire neuronal circuitry that controls emotional behavior and the motivational drive. So that means your mood is controlled by this system, and a drive to do something is also controlled by this system. And this limbic, can we control the limbic system? Can we control what is the higher? This is not the highermost center. This is something primitive. So that means we say that human beings are superior to animals. So that means we have got this neocortex. So that means our intellect can control the limbic system also. मतलब basic जो इनवॉलेंट्री चल रहा है, जो इमोशन है, मूड है, मेमोरी है, अपने आप वो पेपेज सर्किट में जा रहा है, वो सब किससे हो रहा है? लिम्बिक सिस्टम से. वी से दैट ना वी हैव इंटेलेक्ट, वी आर लाइक हायर animal sort of, we have that thinking power. So that power is actually to control which system? That is the limbic system. Provided you want to control. Provided you want to do this. The limbic system includes a ring of 4 brain structures. They are interconnected by neuron. The word limbic means a border. So that border is actually at the base of the cerebrum and the brainstem, because it is linked to the brainstem, and it is around, or I would say lies lateral to the thalamus also. So Pepys first proposed that specific brain circuits are devoted to emotional experience. I've heard about the Pepys circuit. We will see today where are the nuclei. And Broca used the term limbic lobe for the part of cerebral cortex that forms a rim around the corpus callosum and the diencephalon, which is linked to the brainstem also. So it is forming a rim round the corpus callosum. We have seen that in Lucium glycium, and then till the dentate gyrus, and laterally it is situated to the thalamus. So what are the functions of the limbic system? Emotion, behavior, integration of olfactory, visceral, somatic impulses reaching the brain. जो सब कुछ हो रहा है, जो पूरा पार्ट है, अगर अगर बहुत ही ऑर्गेनिक होता कि भाई हमें बोल दिया ये चीज उठा के यहाँ रखनी है तो तुरंत सारे काम हो जाते, कोई भी चीज में कुछ भी डिले नहीं होता. तो वो जो डिले है या जहाँ पूरा इंटीग्रेशन हो रहा है कि कहाँ क्या करना है, so that means all the olfactory, visceral, somatic, it controls activities necessary for the survival of the animal, including procurement of food, eating behavior, sexual behavior, emotional states, pain, pleasure, docility, affection, anger. This all is controlled by the limbic system. So now what are the constituents of the limbic system? They can be divided into two parts. The structures which are visible at the cortex, they are the cortical structures, and the structures which are like immersed or they are not visible at the surface, they are the subcortical structures. तो क्या है cortical structures में है limbic lobe, hippocampal formation. Subcortical structures which are not visible at the surface, they include the anterior nucleus of thalamus, hypothalamus, the amygdaloid body, olfactory areas, and the septal nuclei. So these are the mass of the gray matter. They are connected by white matter. Some are present at the cortex. They include limbic lobe and hippocampus. Some are submerged, which include anterior nucleus of thalamus, the hypothalamus. In the hypothalamus there is mammillary body, the amygdaloid body, olfactory area, and the septal nuclei. So they are present like that. So we can visualize these structures on the medial surface also. So these are the hypothalamic nuclei. I'll come to it. अब सबसे पहले जो मेन जो मास है, which is the cortical mass, there were two group of cortical masses. कौन कौन से था? Limbic lobe and the hippocampus. तो limbic lobe, अब यहाँ पे देखो ये जो brown color से दिख रहा है, this whole is the limbic lobe. So limbic lobe includes what? It includes the subcallosal gyrus, it includes the cingulate gyrus, it includes the gyrus faciolaris. Then यहाँ पे parahippocampal gyrus लिखा है, but this is somewhat lateral. So here there would lie that dentate gyrus. So that will be included. So what is included? Sorry, parahippocampal is also visible on the surface, so that is also included. I'm sorry. So what is limbic lobe includes? It includes the orbitofrontal area, which is situated in front. Then it includes the subcallosal gyrus, the cingulate gyrus, parahippocampal gyrus, and the uncus. So these structures which are very much visible at the surface, they are included. Parahippocampal gyrus, I must tell you, it is the neocortex. So it is somewhat which is like lying topographically over there, but is not a part of the limbic system. Hippocampus is the part of the limbic system. So that is functionally related. Uncus is the broadened area. So again you can see this is the parahippocampal gyrus, this is the uncus, this is hippocampus. The dentate gyrus lies over there, then gyrus faciolaris, indusium glycium, the cingulate gyrus, and finally the septal nuclei. Now what is hippocampus? What is the literal meaning of hippocampus? Seahorse. So that means it is a seahorse kind of structure. It is situated where? In the floor of inferior horn of lateral ventricle. So the inferior horn of lateral ventricle lies in which lobe? Temporal lobe. So that means it lies in the temporal lobe and in the floor of the inferior horn of lateral ventricle. So it is cerebral cortex embedded within the parahippocampal gyrus. It extends from amygdala, tapers posteriorly. Then at its extent, the hippocampus displays a swelling. There is something, depression kind of thing is seen over there. So that is the pes. It is known as the pes hippocampus. Then hippocampal formation as a whole includes the indusium gyrasium, gyrus faciolaris, and the dentate gyrus. So there are three terms which we have discussed. कौन कौन से gyrus हमने डिस्कस किए? पैरा हिप्पोकैम्पल गायरस कौन से सरफेस पे दिखेगा? इंफीरियर सरफेस पे, बेस ऑफ द ब्रेन पे दिखेगा. वो इससे सिर्फ टोपोग्राफिकली रिलेटेड है, फंक्शनली रिलेटेड नहीं है. फिर हमने दूसरी बात करी हिप्पोकैम्पस और हिप्पोकैम्पल फॉर्मेशन की. So hippocampus is that seahorse, but it is in continuity with, and hippocampal formation includes the indusium gyrasium. It contains these fibers. Then it includes the gyrus faciolaris, and it includes one more gyrus, that is the dentate gyrus. So dentate gyrus, that gyrus faciolaris, and the indusium gyrasium. So these are, again you can see, this is very, I would say it is a clear picture. So now this is what, ये cavity पूरी क्या है? Lateral ventricle है. Lateral ventricle का ये कौन सा horn है? Anterior horn. This one is the posterior horn towards the occipital lobe. This is the inferior horn. So here you can identify in the floor of this lateral ventricle, I would say anterior horn and the body of the lateral ventricle, there lies a nucleus. That nucleus is the caudate nucleus. So this is the tail of the caudate nucleus, and this is the amygdala, which lies in the roof of the inferior horn of lateral ventricle, and this is the hippocampus about which we are talking about. And you can see some depressions or sulci kind of thing at its anterior end. These are known as the pes hippocampi, or that is why it is known as pes hippocampus, this area. So this is the hippocampus lying in the floor, the amygdala lying in the roof of the lateral ventricle. This is the posterior horn is in which lobe? Occipital lobe. Anterior horn is in which lobe? Frontal lobe. Similarly, the inferior horn is in which lobe? Temporal lobe. So this inferior horn has got a roof, it has got a floor. So floor contains hippocampus, roof contains this tail of the caudate nucleus, and at its tip lies the amygdala. Now here you have to remember, amygdala is a part of limbic system and caudate nucleus is a part of the basal ganglia. So that is not it is not functionally related to it. So now this is the hippocampus, the C-horn-like structure. It has got a cornu-ammonis, the subiculum, presubiculum, para, entorhinal area, and then it has got a dentate gyrus. So this whole seahorse-like kind of structure is the hippocampus. Now again, a colorful picture, you can identify these structures. This one is the hippocampus, the amygdala, the dentate gyrus, and then you can see the fibers of the fornix. They are going anteriorly to the septal area, also to the mammillary body also. This one is the thalamus. So this is the anterior thalamic nuclei. It is showing actually the connections of the hippocampus with the other areas. So how the fibers will, what are the projection fibers from the hippocampus? Fornix. If somebody, तुमको ना एग्जाम में बहुत ये लिम्बिक सिस्टम ऐसे नहीं पूछते हैं, बट यू शुड नो जब तुम वाइवा दे रहे हो कि फॉर्निक्स क्या है, क्योंकि वो दिखते हैं ये सारे स्ट्रक्चर. तो फॉर्निक्स क्या है? फॉर्निक्स आर दी projection fibers from the hippocampus. They are terminating where? They are starting from the hippocampus, then they will be terminating at two areas. One is the septal nuclei, the other will be the mammillary body. So here you can see they are terminating into these structures. So we will be coming to that. So now what are the subcortical structures? So what were the cortical structures or limbic and the hippocampus, and what are the subcortical structures? यस, अगेन इट इज सेइंग कि वो हिप्पोकैम्पस ऊपर से नहीं दिख रहा है, इसलिए पैरा हिप्पोकैम्पल गायरस वाज कॉर्टिकल एंड हिप्पोकैम्पस इज द सब कॉर्टिकल. So along with the dentate gyrus, the hippocampus, the hypothalamus, amygdala nuclei, septal nuclei, parolfactory areas, anterior nuclei of thalamus, and some portions of the basal ganglia, they are the subcortical structures linked to the limbic system. So now what do you know about hypothalamus? What is the function of hypothalamus and where it is situated? In the midline, where do we find hypothalamus? Below the thalamus, there is hypothalamus separated by a sulcus. So that means that is so hypothalamus is there, hippocampus, amygdaloid we have seen, septal nuclei are located anterior to the lamina terminalis. Then there are pal olfactory areas, there is anterior nuclei of thalamus and the portion. Now this is some schematic diagram which is showing how the different areas in the limbic system, they are location wise how they are related. So this is the parahippocampal gyrus, the hypothalamus, the ganglia, this is the hippocampus, anterior nuclei, amygdala. It is somewhat confusing, I would say कि वो उन्होंने जैसा भी बनाया है, सिंगुलेट गायरस, फिर ये सब कैलोजल गायरस है और यहाँ पे ऑर्बिटोफ्रंटल कॉर्टेक्स है, इससे रिलेटेड है. Then now this is लिटरली जैसा दिखता है सजाइटल सेक्शन में, वैसे अगर हम देखें तो अगेन यू कैन सी दिस इज द सब कैलोजल सल्कस और द एरिया. Then there comes the cingulate gyrus, gyrus faciolaris. Now this is what? This is the caudate nucleus lying in the floor of the body of lateral ventricle. This is the roof of inferior horn of the lateral ventricle and this is the amygdala. This is the hippocampus and यहाँ पे मिलेगा हमको वो pes hippocampus और साथ में there will be the parahippocampal gyrus. So now amygdaloid body. Has anybody heard about the amygdaloid body or to what it is concerned? It is a separate group of nuclei. It has not a part of any system, but it is a part of the limbic system. I would say क्या function होता है amygdaloid body का? It is not directly linked to memory or recent memory. Okay, emotions and memory actually they are linked to this limbic system and the Pepys circuit, but is not included in that Pepys circuit, so I wouldn't say that. So it is amygdaloid body, it lies in the temporal lobe, it lies deep to the uncus and at the anterior horn of anterior part of the inferior horn of lateral ventricle. So here you can see this is the caudate nucleus, head, body and this is the tail of the caudate nucleus और यहाँ पे this is topographically it is located over here. So what are its function in case this amygdaloid body is damaged? There occurs a syndrome. That syndrome is known as the Kluver-Bucy syndrome. So that in that Kluver पहले पता नहीं था कि इसके फंक्शंस क्या है, पर अगर ये डैमेज हो जाता है then it leads to a certain set of symptoms that will I'll come to that. किस किस से लिंक्ड है तुमको इसको पूरा डिटेल नहीं पढ़ना है, इसके फंक्शंस देख लो. इट इज एसोसिएटेड विद हंगर एंड ईटिंग. its basolateral part is associated with the behavioral reactions to stressful situations and then it is linked to this respiratory and cardiovascular responses. So if there occurs damage to this amygdaloid body, the syndrome which occurs is the Kluver-Bucy syndrome and the projection fibers from the amygdaloid body are known as the stria terminalis. So if somebody asks you what are stria terminalis, so they are the projection fibers from the amygdaloid body. Stria medullaris. There is stria medullaris thalami also, and then there is one more stria medullaris that we have seen at the pontomedullary junction, and now this is stria terminalis. So this stria terminalis, you have to remember these are the projection fibers from the amygdala, and it for all its functions, it is linked to the olfactory lobe, to the orbitofrontal cortex, cingulate gyrus, medial thalamus, hypothalamus and the brainstem. It is has an important role in the emotional, behavioral, and to the behavioral reaction stimulation of the amygdala. It arouses behavioral reactions and it can produce rage like reactions. So Kluver-Bucy syndrome may what will happen, there will be like rage kind of things. So those be so it leads to they appear to evaluate the environment and they will be like behaving in a manner. Uncontrolled behavior will be seen in the damage of this amygdaloid body. So this amygdaloid body is related to emotions. It is related to, I would say, a balanced behavior in terms of agar hunger hai, satiety hai, that means that balanced behavior is because of that, and if it gets damaged, there occurs the Kluver-Bucy syndrome. बहुत ज़्यादा खाते हुए ऐसा rage like reactions, the behavior will be uncontrolled. So that is the amygdaloid body. Now the next structure which is a part of the limbic system, that is the mammillary body. कहाँ located होती है, कितनी होती है? The two mammillary bodies located in the interpeduncular fossa. Now what are the boundaries of the interpeduncular fossa? You have seen that interpeduncular fossa on the base of the brain with the two mammillary bodies. So there is optic nerve, optic chiasma, then there are optic tracts. So optic chiasma will be forming the anterior boundary, anterolaterally there will be optic tract, and posterolaterally there will be the cerebral peduncles of the midbrain. So they will be, so it receives the hippocampal fibers through the fornix and it projects its fibers to the anterior thalamic nuclei of the brainstem. So what is its function? Mammillary body is connecting which two structures? It is connecting the hippocampus with the through the fornix it is receiving, and then it is connected to the thalamus. To which nuclei of thalamus? Anterior thalamic nuclei through the mammillothalamic tract. So this way it is a part of this system. Then the other structure which is there in this limbic system, that is the fornix. So what is fornix? They are the projection fibers from the hippocampus. Now from here you can see this is the fornix. So you can see these are the projection fibers from the fornix, that it is the direct continuation of alveus and the fimbria. अब ये लिखा हुआ होगा बुक में, ये alveus और fimbria क्या होते हैं? They are, what are alveus and fimbria? Alveus are actually the white fibers. They are located subependymally onto the surface of this hippocampus, and this alveus continues as fimbria, and fimbria will continue as the columns of the fornix. Now two fornix are connected by a crus, that is known as the crus fornix. ये भी commissural fibers हैं, and then these are the crura of the fornix. So you will see, so anteriorly, सॉरी उसमें लेबल्ड नहीं है, पर यहाँ से हम देख सकते हैं पोस्टीरियरली ये फाइबर्स कहाँ से अराइज हो रहे हैं फॉर्निक्स के? एल्वियस एंड देन दी फिम्ब्रिया. एल्वियस is actually, they are the axonal fibers, or I would say white fibers from the surface of the hippocampus. They are coming anteriorly. Two fornices are connected by a commissure, and finally they will be terminating as the crura of the fornix. And where they are terminating? Septal nuclei and to the mammillary body. So they are starting from the hippocampus, terminating onto the septal nuclei and to the mammillary body. So this way they are connecting the hippocampus to the other structures. Then the next structure which is linked to the limbic system is the hypothalamus. What is the function of the hypothalamus? Where it is located? मिडलाइन में दिख जाएगा, थैलेमस के नीचे दिखेगा, हाइपोथैलेमस दिख जाएगा उसमें. हाँ, और यहाँ पे we can say this is the midbrain. So if this is the thalamus, then we can see this is the hypothalamus separated by a hypothalamic sulcus. So what are the functions of the hypothalamus? Temperature control, or वाइटल फंक्शंस जितने भी हैं, सटाइटी, हंगर, रेस्पिरेशन, ये सारा जो भी कंट्रोल करता है दैट इज बाय द हाइपोथैलेमस. देन दैट hypothalamus control the pituitary also. It controls the pituitary. So that means the endocrine system as a whole, it is controlled by this hypothalamus. And प्लस जो जितना भी एएनएस है, ऑटोनॉमिक नर्वस सिस्टम, वो सटाइटी, हंगर, वो भी कौन कंट्रोल कर रहा है? हाइपोथैलेमस. एंड हाइपोथैलेमस इज लिंक्ड टू लिम्बिक सिस्टम के थ्रू, वो किससे लिंक्ड है? इट इज लिंक्ड टू hippocampus, and hippocampus is something which is linked to the emotions and the memory. So that means overall which is occurring, whatever is occurring in the body, inside the body, or the way which we are behaving, that is under the control of the hypothalamus, and plus it is under the control of the emotions and the memory part. So that means sympathetic किसमें कितना response ज़्यादा है, कम है, that will be, it will be like with the hypothalamus. So again you can see this is the corpus callosum. Here somewhere there lies the thalamus and the hypothalamus. The fornix was also seen. So what are the functions? It is associated with cardiovascular regulation, body temperature, the thirst, satiety, gastrointestinal feeding, hypothalamic control of the endocrine functions. So there are two parts. We can divide it into the two parts. So lateral part, if the lateral hypothalamus is it is stimulated, it leads to rage and the fighting. And if the medial part is stimulated, there is some sense of the satiety. So that means the balance between two, and then the sexual drive can be stimulated from many areas. Then the next system, which is linked, which is a part of this limbic system, is the thalamus. There are many nuclei in the thalamus, but the nuclei which is connected to the limbic system is the anterior thalamic nucleus. So anterior thalamic nucleus along with the lateral dorsal and the medial dorsal nuclei, they constitute the part of the limbic system. So this way the thalamus is also included. Then the next structure which is included in this limbic system is the septal nuclei. मतलब ये एक्चुअली जब हम इन्हें अलग अलग देखते हैं तो इट इज वेरी कि तुम तो पहली बार सुन रहे हो और फिर वो लिंक्ड भी नहीं लग रहे हैं कि एक साथ कहाँ है, बट व्हेन आई विल बी कमिंग टू दैट सर्किट सो वी विल बी एबल टू लिंक ऑल दोज. तो ये सेप्टल न्यूक्लियाई कहाँ है? दे आर लोकेटेड एंटीरियर टू व्हाट? दे आर लोकेटेड एंटीरियर टू द लमाइना टर्मिनालिस. तो जहां पे ये जो नॉस्ट्रम वाला पार्ट है वो आगे कंटिन्यू होता है, दैट कंटिन्यूज इनटू द लमाइना टर्मिनालिस, and anterior to this lamina terminalis and anterior commissure there is a group of gray matter. That gray matter is known as septal nuclei. Why we are talking about them? Because to these septal nuclei what is terminating? Fornix. So from the hippocampus fornix will be originating, terminating to these septal nuclei, and these anterior to this anterior commissure there lies the olfactory bulb, olfactory tract. So that means olfaction is linked to the emotions. So this way that they will be connecting. The region between anterior and posterior parolfactory sulci is the subcallosal area. So that is the parolfactory gyrus. So anterior to the septal, this anterior commissure, there lies the septal nuclei. So hippocampus, it receives fibers from the entorhinal area, amygdala and the cingulate gyrus. कहाँ कहाँ से इसको इनपुट आ रहा है हिप्पोकैम्पस के पास में? Entorhinal area is the area linked to this olfaction. Then it is receiving from the amygdala. Then it is receiving some input from the cingulate gyrus. This Pepe, everybody should know about this Pepe circuit because this is the circuit through which the short-term memory will be converted into the long-term memory, and of course the emotions, they are linked to different structures. So this is the hippocampus will be सारा इनपुट हिप्पोकैम्पस के पास में कहाँ कहाँ से आ गया? एंटोराइनल एरिया से, एमिगडाला से, सिंगुलेट गायरस से. Finally, it is projecting in which form? It is projecting in the form of which fibers? fornix, or two fornices we can say. Then these fornices, they will be, or fornix, it will be terminating into the septal nuclei, as well as it will be terminating into the mammillary body. So mammillary body is a part of the hypothalamus. So through the mammillothalamic tract, this will reach to anterior nucleus of thalamus. Through anterior thalamic radiation, it will again reach to the cingulate gyrus. From the cingulate gyrus, again it will reach to the parahippocampal gyrus, and through that, this perforant and alveolar pathway, again it will be reaching to the hippocampus. So that means a complete circuit is formed from the hippocampus to the mammillary body, to the anterior nucleus of thalamus, to the cingulate gyrus, finally to the parahippocampal gyrus, and then it again it reaches some books like they make a short circuit. ये सिर्फ एक pathway इन्होंने through parahippocampal gyrus दिखाया, other books might not include it. So there are different pathways through which this cingulate gyrus, the fibers, they reach to the hippocampal formation. Then again, this is one more elaboration of this Pepys circuit. So again, we can start from this hippocampus. So from the hippocampus through the fornix, it will be reaching to the mammillary nuclei, and then through the mammillothalamic tract, it will reach to the anterior thalamic nucleus, then to the cingulate gyrus. Finally, through the cingulum, they are reaching to the parahippocampal gyrus, then to the entorhinal cortex, and finally again it is reaching to the subiculum part of the hippocampus. So through this, the short-term memory that will be converted into the long-term memory, and plus the emotions, they are also like linked to this limbic system. So hippocampus, it provides the drive that causes translation of the short-term memory into the long-term memory. So hippocampus से आगे ये link हो रहा है. Then how it is linked to the other structure, because we are saying that it is like it provides motivation, it causes drive. So it is also linked to the brainstem, to the tegmentum part of the midbrain through a bundle. That bundle is known as the medial forebrain bundle. You have to remember the name. This medial forebrain bundle, it connects the limbic system with the other parts of the brainstem, and then there is one more route, that is through the reticular formation. So before coming to this to the applied aspect of the limbic system, like my mentor or my teacher, when I attended a class of the limbic system, though I have not read it somewhere, he used to tell that everything which we are doing is because of this limbic system. Because एक तो चीज हम क्या बोल रहे हैं कि short term memory is converted to long term memory in this limbic system through that Pepys circuit, and this limbic system is also linked to the emotions. So everything which is linked to the emotions will be converted into a long-term memory, and everything which is rote learning, I would say, that will be thrown out by the brain. And second thing is, जो मुझे लगता है कि मुझे तुम लोगों को बता देना चाहिए, जैसे बहुत सारे लोग यहाँ पे बैठे हैं, अभी हमने एक वो डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन भी देखा. सपोज somebody is saying that you do this work or you do not do this, the major difference between a successful person, और I will say कि जो बहुत कहीं पर पहुंचे हुए हैं या जो कहीं बहुत पीछे है, the major difference is कि कौन कितना काम कर रहा है. That depends on कि जो जितना ज्यादा काम करेगा वो उतना ज्यादा कहीं पहुंच जाएगा, और जो जितना कम करेगा वो वहीं के वहीं रहेगा. तो ये कर तो सभी सकते हैं, बिकॉज एवरीबडी हैज द सेम पोटेंशियल, एवरीथिंग इज देयर. वो कौन है जो इनहिबिट कर रहा है किसी को भी काम करने से? दैट इज द लिम्बिक सिस्टम. So limbic system is something which, like, according to your past memory, your emotions, it keeps you in certain mood. तुम बोलते हो ना कि आज मेरा ये mood नहीं है ये वाला काम करने का, वो mood नहीं है. It is because of the chemicals which are released in this limbic system. What you have to do is, you have to just like stop that thinking or that mood. तुम्हारी मर्जी है ना उस मूड में तुम कितना लंबे टाइम तक रहना चाहते हो. तो once you start, you will say कि मुझे अभी ये नहीं करना है, मुझे इससे बाहर निकल के अब दूसरा काम करना है. So that means your intellect comes into that. So that one should try to do. कि मतलब मेरे पास जब लोग ये लेकर आते हैं ना कि मैं ये काम नहीं कर सकता हूँ, या मुझे ये पसंद नहीं है, या मुझे, अरे तुम करके तो देखो, क्या पता वो जो पहली वाली मेमोरी थी वो चली जाए और अब एक नई आ जाए. सो एवरीथिंग which creates a differentiation between the people is the limbic system. So this is how तुमने देखा होगा कि when we are into something or we are focusing to something, हमारी भूख चली जाती है. हमें उस समय नहीं, जब when there is more of sympathetic response, more of if you are focused also, so that वो जो सारा hypothalamus से link कर रहा है वो किसके through है? That is because of this limbic system through the hippocampus to the hypothalamus. So this is the limbic system which one should learn to control. So more you say that I am in depression or I am happy or I am this thing, that you need to think of for how much time you want to be in this emotion. So one should learn to control the emotions also. So of course they are required for survival. They are required for survival, but then one should. What happens if there occurs damage to the amygdala and the limbic and the prefrontal cortex? There will occur the Kluver-Bucy syndrome. So actually they are responsible for desire, motivation and a goal-directed behavior. अगर ये सब नहीं होगा, so then there will be more of this. Rage. Actually, rage is the most, I would say, is the symptom in the Kluver-Bucy syndrome. And second is, one more syndrome is there, that is the Korsakoff syndrome. In Korsakoff syndrome, there occurs amnesia or the loss of memory. So if there occurs, if any part in the Pepys circuit, if it is damaged or lost, there might occur the Korsakoff syndrome. Then orbitofrontal cortex, जो हम बात कर रहे हैं कि lamina terminalis के आगे वाला जो portion है, जो orbitofrontal part है, that is also providing input to the hippocampus. So it is linked to incoming stimuli, goal, emotional state, and damage to it leads impairs the ability to make decisions. So ability to make decisions, so that might also this portion, this, so it might lead to this. What are these? ये क्या है दोनों? हाँ नहीं, यहाँ ये दोनों क्या है? These are the mammillary bodies, and this whole is the interpeduncular fossa. So now this is the base of the brain where you are seeing the two optic nerves coming, optic chiasma. This is the optic tract. These are the mammillary bodies. I'm sorry, these are the mammillary bodies, and this is what? These are the crus cerebri which are forming the posterolateral boundary. So these two structures. So olfactory bulb, olfactory tract, and these are the olfactory stria. So this whole orbitofrontal cortex, it leads to impairs the ability to make decisions, and it requires feedback. So thank you.